And we're back again. Alright guys, so AMC did exactly as I predicted in my last video. That's why you need to make sure the bell notification's on and you check out my shorts, because I drop updates all the time and they are on point. But guys, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. I got the data, the fundamentals, and the technical analysis letting you know exactly where I think things are going. And I'll explain why I said in my last video, we are on the road towards Moass, because guys, the shorts can only take so much. Things are a pressure cooker. A short squeeze is a pressure cooker, and they're getting squeezed from all sides, from the market going down, cost to borrow going high, short interest increasing while the price is increasing, and everything is just getting too crazy. Yes, we've seen run-ups before, but not like this. I'm telling you guys, we are on the road to Moass. So let's get in the charts, the data, and see what we have going on. Guys, we're here at the chart and we're looking at AMC and APE. So here are what we're looking at right now. Okay, so like I predicted in my last video, that's why you want to make sure your bell notification is on and you want to subscribe to this channel, because my predictions are on point, and plus I drop them every single morning in my shorts videos. But anyways, what we're looking at is what I said. We're going to have a pullback that's going to be healthy for the huge run up that we had to have. We had to have a red day. Now what I'm thinking that we're going to have tomorrow is either a slightly red candle on the daily. I think we might have a little bit more downside, and I'll explain why. I think we either need to retest this zone here, okay, and I did say that we need to retest this 560 zone, but we did get a bounce off of that, so that is looking good. We are below, or we are above the 50-day moving average, or we are below the 50-day moving average on the daily time frame, so we do need to get above that, and that is about a $5.86. So if we can get above that in the pre-market, that will be looking good. And what I'm looking at here on the lower time frames, because we really need to get really close and detailed with this, is that we already are getting a bounce off of this trend line here. So basically why I'm saying there's going to be a slight red day for AMC tomorrow is if we don't get this bounce, okay, if this trend line breaks, it's going to definitely come down, and it's going to come down not too hard. It's probably going to stay within the range of $5 and stay above $5. The shorts want to keep us below $5, but I think that we'll keep that as a strong support, as it was a strong resistance before. But honestly, what I'm thinking is going to actually happen is we're going to actually continue to use this as support. As you can see, we're already getting an hourly candle on the green side, and we had this doji off of here, and we had this support test here. So boom, boom, and then we're getting a bounce. So I think we're going to actually be able to continue to the upside, maybe get some momentum back into this play and continue forward. The momentum has extremely went low. Down here is momentum. As you can see, they extremely killed it. They started shorting and bringing in a lot of bearish momentum. But RSI did need to cool down. That's why I said we needed a pullback. RSI is cooled down now, and we are looking a lot better on those metrics, and we are looking like we could have more upside if this gamma ramp continues to continue. As you can see, we are getting a little bit of bearishness on the MACD, but like I said, the RSI is cooling down, so we can continue to go up. And I'm thinking that we will actually keep this trend line as support and continue to move up throughout pre-market and the end of the close, and then probably midday have like a little bit of a pop, and then come back down, maybe retest this, and then continue up. But if this line breaks, if this trend line breaks, do expect a retest of the 560 level, the 550 level, and the $5 level, and do expect those retests if this support here breaks. So that's what I'm looking at for the technicals on AMC. For APE, what I'm looking at on the technicals, we are still in that same bullish channel that I was telling you about. Again, if the trend line breaks, it will break to the downside, since we are on the downside of the channel. If we get a bounce and it to the upside, if it breaks up here, then it would break to the upside. That's how these ascending parallel channels work. Whatever side it's on, it will break to. So I'm thinking APE will also get the bounce. This channel has been intact for a long time, but we'll see, because the SPY had a very big down day today, and it might have a slightly red day tomorrow, or it might get a bounce and recover, and we'll get the bounce and recover as well, as the stock market seems to control most overall stocks. But AMC also at the same time does its own thing. Cost of borrow rate is actually looking extremely good. It's actually looking like it's making a bullish pennant. This is cost of borrow rate in chart form. So if you do a line from here, here, and here, it's actually looking like it's making a bullish pennant or a bull flag after this move up. And it looks like cost of borrow is actually going to pop and skyrocket here soon, which would put a lot of pressure on the shorts and their position, causing them to lose even more control. And that's why I said we're on the road to Moass in my last video, because things are getting absolutely crazy. The shorts can only take so much, and if the S&P continues to go down, which I'm thinking it will, I think it's going to actually test the top of this zone here and then break down. It did break down from its ascending triangle here, or this ascending wedge, had a huge breakdown like I predicted it would, and I think that once we have this test, it's going to come down and we're going to actually have a new low, and that will put even more pressure on the shorts, as well as they own most of the tech stocks that make up the S&P 500, and that will dry up their liquidity and their amount of money that they're getting. So things are looking very, very good for the pressure cooker squeeze move. We also have this due diligence here saying the squeeze will begin on January 24th, 25th. Now this is a little bit speculative, guys. I don't like to get into these types of things, but I am going to put this in here because it does have some interesting information, as you guys can see, about the squeeze cycles. Now this is going on the squeeze cycle theory, and this is saying that that the squeeze cycle would predict that January 24th, 25th is around the time it will squeeze. So as you guys can see, there's lots of stuff going on in the background. We have great technical analysis. We have due diligence going on, and he's basically comparing the old squeezes and things that happen like that. You guys are more than likely to read over this and pause and read over this. It's actually very good due diligence, but everything that he does say on here is lining up. So I did want to put that there in the video. Now, when it comes to max Payne and the gamma squeeze of things, we're looking at $9 still being the max Payne. That's why I predicted $9 or $10 later this week or next week. Possibly they're going to try to keep us lower than this, but this would be max Payne. This is where the market makers would make the most money. So it would actually be better for them to push the stock up to that price. Our current stock price is $5.57, but I'm predicting later this week a much higher price target, around $8, $9, or $10. And I'd say that because of all of the gamma coming from the gamma ramp and the gamma squeeze in the options chain that I've been talking about and I've been using to predict the prices and the price movement, as well as technical analysis. As you can see, we have a huge amount of call options at the $7, $8, $9, $10 range. So guys, look for a big price movement, and I told you guys the technical analysis, what I think for tomorrow. I think that we might see that bounce, but if that support line breaks, expect a little bit more downside, but I do think we have enough momentum to keep things going. Short interest is not drying up. It's 22%, around all-time high levels. I think I seen it at 23% reported by Fintel before, but extremely high and needed for short squeezes, and things are absolutely out of control, getting crazy in the background. Like I said, that is the short interest for AMC. Short interest for APE is $5.94, or 5 and 5% and 5.94%. I'm sorry. But that is the short interest for APE, and I think that is around some of the highest it's been, but we all know the short interest is much higher. If you look at what the dark pool short interest is reading, it's 46%. We all know the short interest for APE is much higher than that, though, and for AMC. But if you combine these two numbers here, the off-exchange short interest, this is what they're getting from the dark pools, 55% plus 22%, you're getting around over 70, about 77% short interest for AMC. So things are getting absolutely out of control for AMC, and things are getting crazy. But guys, that is basically what I have for you. The technical analysis, like I said, if this line breaks, do expect a little bit more downside. Retest zones, you can see are 5.50, $5.30, and $5.15 are lines that I'm looking at for support if this yellow line does break. But I'm thinking that we're going to get the bounce off the yellow line and continue to move up, because if you look on these smaller time frames, you can see that it's already acting as support and it's already getting a bounce off of it. So we'll see how things go. I will be producing short updates, so I put shorts updates on my shorts, so you guys can check that out. And see what's going on a quicker basis, or you can follow me on Twitter. I occasionally drop things on there as well, if you want more up-to-date things and don't want to wait for these videos. But that is the video I have for you guys. Hopefully you found the video informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Make sure you comment your thoughts. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you press like. It really helps me out and I would really appreciate it. And that is everything. As always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.
Alright guys, that was the video. Hopefully you found it informative. I know I did. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Check out my Discord, check out my Twitter. Make sure you have the bell notification on. I do post about other things, but you can ignore that because I put everything in a playlist. And guys, as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.